An employment contract exists when there is a legal relationship between the employee and the employer under certain terms and conditions. There has to be a work of performance and some kind of compensation given for making such effort. Through this video, we will develop the differences between two types of employment contracts, the fixed-term contract and the indefinite-term contract. Additionally, we will see the employee's rights in each of the relationships. Let's start from the beginning. One of the main differences that we will develop in this video are the terms and conditions of the different contracts. The indefinite contract is the agreement between the employee and the employer in which no ending date is specified or set in such a relationship by any of the parties. It is designed to create a long-term link between the parties, setting no term, meaning that the relation can last unlimited amounts of time. This depends, however, on the nature and the intention of the contract. The initial costs that the employee may incur when he or she is hired, like the acquisition of general knowledge, for example, are supposed to be amortized in the long term with the benefits the employee will produce for the company. This relationship is governed by the cooperation of the parties. Therefore, system of incentives are introduced by the company to increase the employee's productivity. One of the main fundamental differences that make an indefinite contract unique is that this contract may be instantly cancelled by either party, with a valid reason, without waiting for a dismissal notice period. A fixed-term contract is a contract in which there is a fixed time period set in the agreement to end the relationship between the employee and the employer. This type of contract is commonly used by the companies that need someone to carry out a specific duty that is not usually carried out by the company's own activity. A few examples of fixed-term contracts include contracts produced to carry out a specific service that will last until the service is achieved and has to be written, contracts that exist due to production circumstances, part or full-time, and contracts for substitution or for filling a position temporarily during a selection process. Fixed-term contracts are different for every country, regulated by their own country's labor laws, to ensure that employees still fulfill the basic rights needed to meet that country's standards regardless of that contract's form. In conclusion, we have covered the rights of the employees in two unique and different contracts. For an indefinite contract, the employee's working condition is more closely related to a career in the sense that the time working for a company will count in the future should he or she be fired. On the contrary, in the fixed-term contract, everything is agreed on beforehand and the relationship between the employee and the employer lasts for a specific period of time.